Hi, my name is Samantha Golden. I'm a student at Kentucky Mountain Bible College, and today I'm going to be sharing about some of my experiences while on a missions trip in Bolivia. This missions trip was a long time coming for me. I've wanted to go to Bolivia since I was 13 when God really spoke into my heart that maybe missions is something that I should consider. And so finally going and experiencing this trip is something that has changed my life and changed my outlook on missions. From the moment we got off the plane at 3:30 in the morning in Santa Cruz, Bolivia, and we drove through the city and I felt the wind on my face, I knew that missions is something that God was calling me to. I just felt a peace in my heart that I was going to meet people that I would love, and I was going to spend time with people that would spur my heart onto more ministry. Something I was really scared about on this trip was that it was going to go by too fast. I was only there for 10 days, and I just didn't want to miss any moment on this trip or miss out on anything. And so I prayed before I left that God would help the time to feel long and that it wouldn't go by too fast. And those 10 days were the longest 10 days of my life. Once the trip was over, it felt like it had gone by so fast, but every single day, God managed to pull that day out longer for me to experience the ministry that was going on there, fellowship with believers, and just get a sense of kind of what God has been calling me to, which is missions. There were a lot of really heartfelt and incredible moments on this mission trip, and God moved in incredible and amazing ways. But something that came to mind right now is that we had the opportunity to help an orphanage move from one location to another one on the other side of their city. And this is a really big project. When there's 20 kids living in one house, that's a lot of clothes, a lot of toys, a lot of beds. And it's not easy for people to take care of children and also be able to move. And so being a part of that was really special, but what was even more incredible and amazing was that this orphanage had wanted to move over Christmas, but things just didn't work out. They couldn't get their lease figured out. There was a lot of political unrest in the country, and they wouldn't have had anyone to help them move. So they pushed it to February, and it happened to line up exactly with the dates that my team was going to be there in their city with nothing to do. I just feel like that's God's provision for our team and God's provision for that orphanage, that He lined up our time to be able to be with them when they needed us. So not only did we get to help them move their orphanage to a better and bigger location for those children, but we were able to make relationships. I made connections that I know I'm going to keep for the rest of my life. I'm excited to go back to that orphanage, and those kids were able to love on us, and we were able to love on them. The purpose of our missions trip was to actually visit our missionaries that are there in Bolivia, be a part of their ministry, and see what was going on there. And so the first leg of our trip was in Santa Cruz, Bolivia, which is a very, very large city. We actually have a student here at KMBC who is from there. So I was really excited to go and visit this city and see the ministry there. They have a number of tutoring centers there where children come after school for obviously school help, things with homework, but also a snack and then a Bible lesson. And so February is kind of the beginning of the school year in Bolivia, so when we were there, we were preparing the tutoring centers, cleaning them up, fixing things, and getting the supplies that would be needed for the coming school year. And then thankfully, while we were still in Santa Cruz, the school year started and the children started to come to the tutoring centers. So we got to do a lot of activities with them, interact, play soccer, things like that. It was just a really great experience in that way. We also visited some house churches while we were there, and it was just super humbling to see people meeting in front porches, squeezed together just to hear the gospel. So that was the first half of our trip. The second half, we went to Cochabamba, Bolivia, where more of our missionaries are stationed. And there, our biggest ministries that we were being involved with were an orphanage where there are about 18 or 20 children being taken care of by a bunch of tias, which is aunt in Spanish. A lot of ladies who volunteer their time and their energy to work with children who don't have families. We also moved their entire orphanage to a new location, which was quite the feat, but we did it and God helped us. And we also visited a Christian college student ministry where they're doing English classes and outreach into the city. And so that was kind of our main purpose of the trip, was just to see the ministries and do what we could as outsiders to help. I would encourage everyone to go on a mission trip if you have the opportunity. Seek out those chances and just go for it. Something that was really incredible for me in taking this opportunity to go on this trip was that I saw some things I've never seen before. I saw cultures I've never thought that I'd be able to experience, and God moved in ways that He has never moved in my life before. I met people who love Jesus fearlessly. I worked with people who serve without holding back. And it was a really refreshing time for me to be able to see the way that God is moving other places in the world, and just the reminder that I am not the center of the universe, but that God is moving and that He's changing lives all around the world. So that's why you should go on a missions trip. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give us a thumbs up. And if you have any experiences from mission trips that you've been on, let us know in the comments. If you want more content like this and you enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. We have other videos, so please check them out. And until next time, bye.